So what's going on, guys? It's Vex. Welcome back to the Nerd Militia. And today, oh boy, today. So Comic-Con happened and we have a lot to unpack. And today we're going to speak about Thor. Phase 4 is shaping up to be like Marvel's like inclusive phase. Like there's more, it looks like women-led teams, women-led movies, more diversity within their films, and more diversifying leads in their films. So the one we're speaking of in particular is Thor: Love and Thunder. So not only are we getting like a stellar cast back, we're getting Chris Hemsworth, we're getting Tessa Thompson, and Natalie Portman is coming back, and Taika Waititi is writing and directing, I believe. But the real important thing is the fact that Natalie Portman is coming back to be Jane Foster and to be Thor. So now we're in this like weird area where Thor is, I mean, I guess like they teased it in the original Thor where, you know, Odin speaks into the hammer, like,
whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
So in the comic books, Thor becomes unworthy, and then he just starts going by Odin's son, which is cool. And Jane Foster, who has cancer at this point, picks up the hammer and she becomes a new Thor. That's the specific line of Thor where there's a female Thor. It was like a huge thing. Like nobody knew who this Thor was. Thor actually went to Jane Foster and was like, "Hey, I think you may be Thor. Are you Thor?" And she's like, "Nah, dude, I got cancer." So total like red herring, because at the end of the day, she ended up being Thor anyhow. Obviously, they're going to be pulling from this material. What's going to be real interesting to see is how they pull this off. Because in game, Captain America picked up Thor's hammer. He really didn't transform into anything. He was just able to wield Mjolnir. Nothing really happened. And in the comic book, when Jane Foster picks up Mjolnir, she turns into like this Viking woman type thing. It's a pretty good look, but it's going to be interesting to see if that armor transfers over to her and how Mjolnir works in this universe. Because as it stands, like Thor isn't unworthy. He wielded Mjolnir in the Stormbreaker in Endgame without any problem. Captain America picked him up without any problem. He didn't get any special powers. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this out. Is she gonna is there like an Asgardian morph that she's gonna do where she's gonna say like it's Thor time and she's gonna turn into like this Viking goddess type thing? Is Thor still gonna be worthy? Is there gonna be a battle for the throne of Asgard between her and Valkyrie? Like, there's so many things that can go into this film, or that is going to go into this film, and I'm just like chomping at the bit right now to see how they figure this all out. Now, I was a fan of the Jane Foster series. I didn't think they really needed to do the whole who's done it angle, but they did it. It worked. It was cool. I'm all for this. I'm not one of the dudes or one of the people, or it's not just a dude thing, but I'm not one of the people who are like hung up about there being a female Thor or Jane Foster being Thor. I'm kind of excited. I mean, and it's pretty cool that they got to this point, because circling back around Natalie Portman, she left the Thor series and it just had a bad taste in her mouth, because like I think she felt like her character wasn't being properly represented, to the point where at the end of Dark World, that's not even like Natalie Portman at the end running up to hug Thor, and that's like Thor's like real life wife. So it's cool to see that they have somehow like made up and they've come to terms, and now she's in a position to be an actual superhero. And is this going to lead off to like another 3 films with a new Thor? That's really cool. And where does the Love and Thunder come in? Like, are they really going to branch off Valkyrie and Captain Marvel and their like little love story, or is there really gonna be like a love triangle thing between Valkyrie and Jane Foster and Thor? Like, how is this gonna work? I'm really interested in seeing this all play out. When this was even announced, though, like right away, I had friends, like me and my friends, we were all talking about it, and like my friend was like, well, you know, she's gonna have to like lift weights and get all big and buffed, and like, that's a lot of pressure, but I don't think she's gonna have to go that far. Like Gal Gadot really just looked like Gal Gadot in a Wonder Woman costuming. She wasn't really like buff or like ripped, you know what I mean? And like that just goes back to like the debate, or where I feel like the male staff is like, I mean, these guys are just like moving weight and they look ripped to shreds and they gain all this muscle to play these characters, and I mean, like aesthetically, it doesn't seem like the female actors go that far. I think the only like comic book actress who kind of breaks this mold or has broken this mold when it comes to like body type was Gina Carano in Deadpool. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be interesting to see how all these characters play out. How far how far Natalie Portman goes into this character, what she's willing to do, how she's gonna look. I'm excited to see what her Asgardian costume is gonna look like. That's gonna be awesome. But all in all, like Phase 4 is shaping up to be like the most diverse phase of the Marvel MCU. So guys, let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to comment down below. Hit the notification bells. As usual, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys later.